Hello and welcome to the Diamond Report for Tuesday, March 21st, 2017. This is your host, Doug Diamond. Rand Paul, somebody was spying on the Trump campaign. Flynn lost his job because of it. That comes from informationliberation.com. Fox News pulls Andrew Napolitano after his Trump wiretap claims. They've pulled him from the air indefinitely, according to The Hill, thehill.com. San Diego Tribune. North County Carlsbad to photograph every car entering the city. To me, $1 million is a drop in the bucket when you're trying to protect 100,000 or more people. That's the quote. Breitbart reports Chelsea handler botches a tweet attacking Trump's grandchild. That's real classy. Another Breitbart story. Sweden. Police ambushed by rioting, quote, youths with explosives and rocks. The Sun. Crazed North Korean despot Kim Jong-un's troops blow up U.S. aircraft carrier and shoot down a bomber in a propaganda video. Snaps from the secretive state's recent ballistic missile launches are shown alongside a haunting message. It's interesting. I wonder now if the people of North Korea think we're completely at war. I'm not sure how far out the propaganda video made it, or if it's just still in the planning stages, perhaps. I don't know. Judge Neil Gorsuch promises senators he will uphold the Constitution as written. It's a Breitbart story. Sweden reactivates Cold War bunkers over fears of Russian invasion. Paul Joseph Watson. Spicer. It was Hillary Clinton who gave a Russian company 1/5 of the U.S. uranium supply. Press secretary calls out Democrat hypocrisy over Russian conspiracy theories. That's so true. He was right on saying that. Rich get even richer. Forbes list shows record 2,043 billionaires worldwide. U.S. boasts the most billionaires with 565, including President Trump. Probably Hillary Clinton, too. DHS releases list of 118 jurisdictions ignoring immigration laws. Report U.S. bans large electronics in cabins of flights from terror threat regions. Electronics larger than cell phones required to be checked. Not sure that would make me feel much safer flying from, like, the Middle East. Tillerson plans to skip NATO meeting, visit Russia in April. Will attend Trump's expected April 6th and 7th talks with Chinese president at Mar-a-Lago. Major omen, David Rockefeller is dead. I keep hearing the Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead song in my head. Trump's confidant Roger Stone doubles down on claim British spies did Obama's dirty work. Says he was wiretapped too. I'm sure he absolutely was. Documents show that NSA spied on Trump and the American people. I would say they still are. Fake science pushers claim InfoWars is fake news. Dems throw Obama under the bus to attack Trump. Desperate Dems attack Trump for adopting Obama's Ukraine policy. Why the FBI's InfoWars and Russia investigation is completely ludicrous. The stages of becoming a zombie. Learn how the public is slowly being hypnotized into a trance-like state. Obamacare repeal or Obamacare 2.0? Government intervention leads to higher prices and lower quality. Surprise, surprise. FBI admits Trump has no Russian ties. Hate crime hoax? ? Man claims menorah swastika was a prank. Gorsuch hearing. Democrat senator fails at bait attempt. Judge Gorsuch refuses to answer question regarding currently pending court case. Bring it on, Roger Stone tells House Intel Committee. Stone demands chance to defend himself against allegations. He absolutely should. ICE. 206 people illegally in the U.S. are arrested in a week by local authorities. Globalist. Will force EU to accept more Muslim migrants. Free Beacon. Military cooperation between Russia, China, hits 3-decade high. Expanded coordination poses significant threat to U.S. and allies in Asia Pacific. Study. 1/3 of young Muslims in France think terrorism is, quote, acceptable. Paul Joseph Watson. Free Beacon. Gun industry still sees strong sales despite drop-off. The Telegraph. Hyperloop tech company offers first look at futuristic travel pods. Construction on the pods has begun. Washington Examiner. Secret Service has removed alarm sensors from fence. Intruder scaled. That's interesting. Gun safety best ever. Accidental deaths at new low. 0.3% of all in 2015. Also Washington Examiner. Here's a Breitbart article. Police. Illegal alien suspects charged after allegedly raping and sodomizing a 14-year-old Maryland high school student. New projects. Shale boom could trigger oil oversupply by 2018 and 19. Goldman. OPEC losing power. Yeah, it's too bad we can't switch to free energy because we haven't really needed oil-based energy for, 100 years? French prosecutor opens Fiat Chrysler emissions investigation. War against transportation by globalists. Yeah. French presidential race. Marine Le Pen far ahead of rivals in secret polling. That's a Zero Hedge article. Russia turning Crimea into an unsinkable aircraft carrier. Breaking. Obama's plan to censor the internet exposed. President Trump's America First agenda in the crosshairs. Trump signs bill for NASA funding and Mars exploration. There's another Mars headline. Just as I mentioned a couple days ago. Mars and Antarctica. They're interconnected, says Steve Quayle, and I believe him. We're seeing lots and lots of stories about both things. John McAfee. No proof Russians hacked the election. Anti-Trump politicians and media outlets continue to refer to unverified claims for proof. Father outraged to find hazardous chemical in children's cereal. Industrial strength paint thinner found in major cereal brands. Yeah, it should be more than one father outraged about that. Democrats changed tune on lethal aid to Ukraine to help case against Trump. The war on water is a very real crisis. Water crisis explodes. That's Mercola.com. Mercola, Mercola.com. Alex Jones reacts to Autistic Sesame Street Muppet. I watched that short video. It was really good. Children's show promotes vaccines and recently introduced a new character with autism. So they have Elmo out there promoting vaccines, and now they have an autistic kid, Muppet, on the show who has autism, probably from too many vaccines. Surprising recycling mistakes most people make daily. That's also a Mercola.com story. Few know how to recycle properly. It's worth the read. I looked at that one. This is a 21stcenturywire.com article. Putin sends message to Israel. Quote, your freedom to act in Syria is over. That's interesting. It's pitting Russia against Israel. You throw in Iran, and I think you may be looking at some biblical type confrontations. Why we don't live in a computer simulation. Expert says theory backed by Elon Musk and others show they are, quote, lacking knowledge of physics. It's a Daily Mail article. Military magnetic field breakthrough could lead to mind-reading computers and Harry Potter wands to check for head injuries. It's also Daily Mail. The mystery of the massive dust storms on Mars deepens. Clouds that engulf the red planet develop strange pebble, and cotton textures. That's also a Daily Mail article. So yet another Mars story. And here we go again. What it's like to fly above Mars. Finnish filmmaker painstakingly puts together thousands of NASA images to create a stunning video. A strange oval has been spotted in Antarctica. So now we're seeing Mars and Antarctica stories back to back. The island disappeared from satellite images. Triangular-shaped island, secret base in the South Pacific owned by the Japanese with a long runway. Many of these above-surface structures lead to sub-ocean facilities. That's on sciencechannel.com. Massive anomaly lurks beneath ice in Antarctica. Unusual gravitational pull in this area. NewYorkPost.com. Another Antarctica story. They thought she was crazy. Doctor extracts RFID chip from a sex trafficking victim. DCClothesline.com. The real goal of the mainstream media is to suppress and destroy human knowledge. Natural News. Scientists critical of HPV vaccine censored from commenting on NIH website. That's on healthimpactnews.com. TheBigWobble.org. Can the Pacific Ocean withstand another 50 million tons of radioactive water as the west coast of North America shows signs of barrenness? I don't see how it's going to stop. 50 million tons is a drop in the proverbial bucket, in my opinion. The media's cheery ignorance about Islam's hostile ideology. Islam does not recognize Judaism or Christianity as religions. Muslims will never be satisfied until all people submit to the beliefs of Islam and the laws of Sharia. That's true, except I would only add that your average Muslim does not necessarily believe that. It's the ones that are following Islam and the teachings specifically of Muhammad that believe that. And that is where Islam gets into taking over entire countries and regions. Rare ancient maps show thousands of years ago an advanced civilization mapped the entire planet. That's on ancient-code.com. Well done. Evidence of a secret colony on Mars has sparked the interest of UFO researchers around the world. So yet another Mars story. South Korea expanded Japanese fish ban over Fukushima contamination. TEPCO, which is the company that was responsible for the Fukushima disaster, recently admitted that highly toxic water made its way into the Pacific Ocean. You don't say. Another Mars story. Mars volcano. Earth's dinosaurs went extinct about the same time. And Steve Quayle even notes how Mars articles are increasing daily. Yeah, he's seeing it. Finnish lady describes the Muslim violence. They brag of attacks inside the billionaire bunkers where the world's super rich will hide out the apocalypse as sales surged 300% since Donald Trump was elected. It's a Daily Mail article as well. An all-news pipeline, stranger than fiction. Lake turned into acid after underwater volcano eruption as explosive events rock Pacific Ocean. That is the Bogoslav volcano that they're talking about up in Alaska. NSA increases electronic censorship. Something very big is coming. This tells me something is very close, and this blatant censorship is designed to obscure the truth. That's Dave Hodges, thecommonsenseshow.com. Another all-news pipeline. Citizens rise up against city officials as ICE release a list of 118 sanctuary cities that are not complying with the law. UN labels populism enemy number one. This is a LisaHaven.news article. Only U.S. bloodbath will usher in their order from chaos. They're not going without a fight. I agree with her 100%. Microsoft Outlook hit by another global service outage. Complaints on Twitter suggest that the outage is global in nature and not limited to just the U.S. Associate of Paul Craig Roberts says it's BS, Barbara Streisand, or Bravo Sierra, that physical demand for gold is collapsing. China gold demand surged and Indian demand has skyrocketed 175%. And last but not least, LA Theater provides barf bags for the new cannibal movie Raw. And then Steve Quayle says, now do you see how my name, the Vomit Brokers, applies to Hollywood? That's what he called Hollywood. No longer is eat your heart out a cliche for envy. He's got a point there. Well, we're going to keep it short today. Thanks again for watching and listening to The Diamond Report, and I will see you tomorrow.